Okay, really gentle flow today. So just close your eyes if you want to the whole time and really allow those intuitive moments and movements, focusing on how your body feels, exactly what it wants, and working with your breath as well. Okay, so absolutely turn down the lights, grab some comfy cushions if that's what you know that you'll need for your Shavasana. And get ready. We're going to start off kneeling, so maybe you put that block underneath your bum. Coming into your hero's pose, so kneeling here. Closing down the eyes. Resting the hands just onto the thighs, palms facing up to start with. Start to take that breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Feeling that length from the crown of the head. At the same time, grounding that lower half of the body into the mat. Feeling that belly rising and falling. Trying to come to some sort of stillness. Focusing on that breath. Taking one hand onto the heart, one hand onto the belly. Feeling this connection through the whole of your body. Both hands rising and falling with every inhale, every exhale. Allowing those shoulders to fall further. Absolutely nothing holding on to that belly, just letting it rise to its fullest with the inhale. Tuning in to this present moment right here and right now. Nowhere else to be. This time is just for you. Feel the heat coming from the hands, permeating that chest, permeating your belly. Feeling that energy just circulating all around. Inhale, really slowly coming into your all fours, absolutely keeping your eyes closed if necessary. Just here for a second, just to tuck our toes and then walking that weight back again. So we've got our toes tucked, we're sitting our hips onto our heels. Just make sure that your toes are fully spread underneath you into this plantar stretch and that your heels are straight up to the sky, they're not dropping outwards. Hands back onto the thighs, palms facing up. Coming in, back into your stillness, back into your breath. Trying to solely focus on that breath, ignoring what's happening in that lower half of the body. Trying to bring this focus just behind the eyes. Maybe you'll see some light twinkling. Preparing to come out of this pose. Next inhale, slowly take the hands forward to the all fours again. Really slowly untuck those toes and give them a wiggle, just helping that blood flow again. Really nice. It is so important for our toes to be in that plantar stretch because we just don't wear the right shoes anymore and they're always restricted. Okay, coming into a really strong all fours. Fingers spread nice and widely, pushing the ground away. Core engaged. Coming into our cat-cows, big inhale, drop that pelvis gaze up. Exhale, cat, push the mat away, tuck the chin to the chest. Big inhale all the way through to a cow. And exhale. One more time, big inhale all the way up. And exhale. Really separating the shoulder blades here. Inhale back to your all fours. Picking up the right leg so that your knee is bent, the foot is facing up to the sky. Taking the left hand behind you to grip hold of that leg. And then driving the hand and foot in towards one another. Allowing that right leg to lift. Quads still engaged. Try to keep that knee down to the ground, not facing it out to the side. And the same with that left shoulder. Try to keep it square to the right. Keep breathing. Keep driving the hand and foot into one another. Be cautious that your ribs aren't flaring so they're not sticking out. Your core is still engaged. Exhale, release that foot. Really extend it long to the back, flexing that foot. And then exhaling super slowly, bringing this right foot all the way to the side so the heel is in line with that left knee. Staying here, feeling that stretch through the inner groin. Maybe you walk the hands down and forward, sinking that chest all the way down to the mat. Forehead down. Keeping that right leg working, grounding to the outside of that right foot. Keeping that tailbone high. Feeling the front of the chest opening. Increasing that shoulder mobility. Inhale really slowly, bring the hands all the way back to center. Keep walking back, we're going to come all the way down to our bums. Just bring this left leg, tuck it under so that the sole of that left foot is now on the inner right thigh. So we're in our Janu Shirshasana, our right leg is diagonally out. Big inhale, lift, maybe you sit on a block. Exhale, walk those hands forward, folding at the hips, leading with the chest. Keeping both hips down onto the ground. Every inhale, think about the crown of the head, drawing further to the front of the mat. And every exhale, see if you can fold that a little bit more. Keeping the right foot flexed, that's going to activate the shins, the quads, allowing the hamstrings to lengthen. Still breathing here. Final inhale, exhale. Walk the hands all the way back in towards that left knee. Take the left hand behind us, taking the right hand up and over so you're coming up off of that bum. Taking that right hand behind us, chest to the sky, into your rock star pose here. Keep breathing, keep pulling that chest higher. Exhale, come all the way down. Walking the hands forward again, taking that right leg back into your all fours. Breathing here. Same on the other side. Picking up this left leg, right hand back to grip it. Pushing the foot and the hand in towards one another to take that leg high. Keeping the shoulders square, trying to keep the hips square. Keeping those ribs contained. Breathing here. Exhale, release the foot, hand comes down. Extend that left leg, flexing the foot. And really slowly try not to move the rest of your body. Take the left leg round to the side. Heel in line with that right knee. Maybe you stay here, maybe this is enough for your inner thigh. Or you start to walk the hands down, sinking that chest down. Absolutely put a block under that forehead. Breathing here. Keeping that left leg active, driving to the outside of that left foot. Pulling the knees up to activate the quads. Inhale really slowly all the way back up. Walk the hands back in. Exactly the same. Tuck this right foot under so that you're coming into your Janushirasana. Sole of the foot to the inner left thigh. Inhale, lift, activate the core. And on your exhale, tipping the pelvis backwards. Start to fold, taking the chest down. Keeping that left hip into the ground. Flexing the left toes. Breathing here. Every inhale, think about lengthening. And every exhale, think about folding that little bit more. Final inhale. And exhale, walk the hands back in. Taking that right hand behind us, pushing ourselves all the way up so our bum lifts. Coming into this rock star pose. Left arm up and over, chest to the sky. Final inhale, expand. Exhale, come all the way back down. Back into a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Shoulders start to rotate. Maybe you close the eyes down. Take them in the other direction. Take the hands and cross them into front of your body so you give yourself a really big hug. Keep wiggling those fingers closer towards one another. And sway from side to side. Coming to stillness, taking eagle arms, taking the palms together or the fronts of the hands. Elbows at chin height, forearms away from the face. And on your exhale, start to take the forearms down to the ground. Really push the forearms into the ground so that you're separating the shoulder blades, really driving that face and upper body away from the ground, away from the forearms. Breathing here. Inhale super slowly all the way back up to seated. Unravel those arms, interlace the hands behind you. Big inhale, pull the knuckles down, pull the chest through, gaze up. Feel that chest expanding with every breath. Slowly exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Uninterlace those hands and cross the opposite arm on top now into this really nice hug. Wiggling those fingers closer towards one another. And then just sway from side to side. And then coming into our eagle arms, the opposite side. Palms together or the fronts of the hands together. Elbows at chin height, forearms away from the face. Exhale all the way down to the mat. Separating those shoulder blades. Keeping that upper body away from the mat. Feeling that breath expanding through the back and the sides of the ribs. Next, exhale, staying down, just uncross those hands. Staying with the knees together or wherever you are, if you are cross-legged. Coming down into your closed knees, child's pose. Hands come behind us, allowing those shoulders to completely relax inwards. Feeling the hips sinking down to the heels. And feeling that forehead really heavy into the mat. Working our way towards our Shavasana. So either you roll all the way over to your back or you come with me by walking the hands out in front of you and taking the whole of the torso down to the ground. Resting onto one cheek, hands out by the side, and then pulling one knee up about in line with the hips. And allowing yourself to feel really heavy here. Closing down the eyes if they aren't already. Allowing the feet to just hang out to the side. Lower back to feel really heavy. Shoulders either rolling forward if you're on your belly or rolling back if you're on your back. And wherever you are, think about that jaw relaxing. And behind the eyes, that space, completely getting rid of any tension. Using those exhales to grow heavier and stiller. Absolutely, you take a longer Shavasana if that's what you need. If not, start to bring some movement back into the body, wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers, taking that movement all the way up to your hips, to your shoulders, coming into a really big morning stretch, and then coming all the way up to seated, keeping the eyes closed. Nice and slowly. Hands onto the thighs, palms facing up. Just feel how amazing it feels just to slow down. Intuitively moving with your body. Feeling that breath expanding with every movement. Slowly covering the eyes with your palms. And whenever you feel ready, take the hands away from the eyes really slowly. And at the same time, blink the eyes open, ready for the rest of your day.